What's good with YouTube? You already know, Big Flocka with a convict's reaction. Where what we do on this channel, we give a reaction. So please hit the like, subscribe, comment, and get that bell notification, man, so you can get notifications, man, when I'm dropping some fire-ass reactions. And we got an interesting one we're going to discuss today. Man, I have to do it. Swifty Blue. Oh, Swifty, man. Up in the news once again. Before I go any further, I'm going to sit there and say this, as far as with regard to Swifty. He needs to really grow up, man. I mean, straight up, it's getting kind of old having to see these type of responses, and he contradicts himself. He does exactly what he accuses other people does. He does them damn self, man. And there's been a lot of videos, man, where they've talked about, hey, go live with your chain, or you got kicked out your hood, or you got DP'd, and there's a lot of people who, want to ride him hard. That's what you do with the youngins sometimes, man. So he's being ridden pretty hard, especially by Bozo, man. And but you gotta remember, Swifty opened those doors talking a lot of smack before in the past. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you sit there and you speak bad up on an individual and they get the fucking drop on you, they're gonna drop on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, Swifty did a video, and I blame a lot of his actions from not being too experienced, maybe not being laced, maybe being from a whole different new generation. But he kind of was borderline very disrespectful towards his own people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not my business to speak on, but that's how I took it. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But when you talk about you don't listen to OGs and you're your own man, and you take care of your family, then, you know what I'm saying? Take heed to what you're saying, because if that's the case, you should have started your rap game without ever mentioning anything to do with your hood or anything to do with what you represented. Because once you do that, you already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps on digging himself in deeper holes, man. He's probably not a bad dude. I don't know the dude personally. He's just a little hyphy. He reminds me of these little youngsters out there in the Bay that are like 15, 16. Literally. That are young-minded and still learning. You've been doing this rap game for a minute. You should be around some grown men on some grown folk shit. Take heed to what you learn. Be receptive. Don't always question and challenge everybody, because sometimes you question and challenge certain things and it comes all the way back full circle, man. And you're like, you have to backtrack on what you say. You did that with the Backpack Boys. You went in kind of hard talking all that. They ain't welcome to LA. Then you had to backtrack that. Now you're discussing stuff about OGs and stuff, man. You got a platform. People listen to you. And so with that platform, you have to have a little bit of respect, man. You play a little bit of it, man. Let's get to this Swifty thing a little bit. If you guys haven't heard it, man. Yeah, I was tripping when I heard it, man. I think you went a little bit too much on this. Let me see. Let me get to this video. Okay, here we go. This is some of the stuff he does, right?
Pawn shop if I have to. What the fuck I look like asking another grown man for money? But that's nothing to be like, oh, this nigga got his chain at the pawn shop. That don't matter none. That don't matter none. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know real motherfuckers who go through real issues, who catch real cases, who spend real money.
So he got a case, man. And you know what, man? I get that part, man. That's the only part where I can sit there and say he shouldn't be attacked. If he had to pawn his shit to get fucking lawyers and bail out, so be it, man. But he don't have to explain himself. That's the problem with him, man. Is every time he gets attacked, he feels the need to explain himself.
Who got to do real things? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You ain't never had to pawn your chain or go sell something because you was down bad. So I guess you not real. And shit, at least my chains, I own my chains. I bought my chains. My chains didn't come from a sugar daddy. Sugar daddy didn't put chains on my neck. I bought them myself. You know what I'm saying?
He had his little two-shot blows, but man, a little bit more stuff he was talking about. Listen.
Oh, Swifty got put off his hood. Oh, Swifty this. Oh, Swifty pawn his chain. Fuck you mean? Fuck you worried about what I got going on, boy? Man, go stream that new music. Go run it up, man. Go repost that hoe. Don't worry about what I got. Don't worry about what the fuck I got. Man, ain't nobody getting DP. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. I'm a grown-ass man. What I look like letting somebody touch me? What I look like?
Yeah, he doesn't even have to express that self on that, man. I mean, I get it, man. He's a little emotional about it. And, he kind of reacts too easy, man. That's the problem I see with Swifty, man, is that Instead of just letting shit go and just saying, you know what, it ain't worth my time. He has to respond every time.
Like I'm still over here running around, running around with knuckleheads and shit. Man, I do shit by myself. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. Gangland, what I look like? You know what I'm saying? I'm that homie in the hood that's gonna look out for my homies in the hood in a righteous way, in the real righteous way. And then you got all these unrighteous motherfuckers. You got all these older weird motherfuckers think that they could run me and control my. You got me fucked up, Essay.
You gotta watch what he says there though, because I don't know who he's referring to, man. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's speaking from the heart though, how he feels, man. So maybe he has a personal bad experience, man. Could be a Takato in the hood that's taken advantage of or something like that. I don't know. It's not my business. I'm just reacting to what I see. You know, but you got to be careful with your choice of words, man, and that comes with maturity, man. So, you know, I hope that he realizes
Sit
that.
your ass down. Sit your old ass down. I'll put you in your place. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. I take care of my business. I take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna come in and tell me how to run my program. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's a strong statement, but if your program and your household are two different things, man. The streets and your household are two different things. So you got to realize what are you doing. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna be out there in the streets, you're not gonna run around doing whatever you want to do, man. We all know that. A lot of us been part of the game, and it's self evident, man. You know, so you know, I guess the he's taking too personal, and he just has to give a reaction, man. And you know what I'm learning, man, as far as being a person on the sidelines, man, watching people react to certain things at times, man, I'm realizing sometimes, you know, he may have a right to be mad about certain things, but it's the way you react at times that's going to get people, you know, they're going to get people basically give people something to use against you. Or you're all emotional, you're all tripping, you're fucking running your mouth. You know, people do that, man. On YouTube, people find any little thing to critique you about. You know, look at me, I'm doing a reaction, man. But I'm trying to be fair as far as where I see him wrong, but at the same time having a little bit of empathy for what maybe he's going through. He's out on bail. He's never been to prison. He probably doesn't want to go to prison. So he's going to do all within his reach to stay out, man. So let me see this.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. He said, bro, stop it. You can't play both sides. You was clowning. Man, yeah, I'm clowning. I'm talking shit
You
back.
can't play both sides, man. That's a fact. Either with it or not. You can't represent someone and then turn around and say your own man in the streets. It ain't gonna happen like that. You gonna pay
But
the
I'm not
piper.
the one over here initiating this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one over here instigating this shit. You got grown ass man starting problems over here, all up in my DM talking shit, all up on my Instagram talking shit. You got these grown men doing all this weird shit.
I kind of relate to that shit. I've experienced it myself, the weird shit. So, you know, I get it. I kind of relate to that, man. When you feel like you're being unjustly attacked, or you're just trying to mind your own, and they just attack you from the sidelines, you're gonna feel a certain way about it, man. So I kind of can relate to this part, man. But being the fact that he's actively in the streets, right? As far as active, he has a rap career and whatnot. You gotta do what's gonna be a good look. Your whole persona of how people perceive you is sometimes more important than how you feel sometimes inside, because out there, that's what's gonna bring you your bread. And if you're acting, you know what I'm saying, like all emotional sometimes with that little outburst and whatnot. I mean, I get it every once in a while. We're only human. I do it my damn self. But I mean, there comes a time when you got to put business before all the other shit. You know, fuck everybody. Anyways, yeah, man, I watched a whole lot of videos, man. Bozo was going at him hard, man. But he needs to remember the shit that he said about Bozo, man. You know, Bozo being an older, you know what I'm saying, older Southsider, you know what I mean? I think that, you know, I think he should be taking a little bit better, you know, approach with him as far as, you know, enlightening the dude and, you know, embracing him instead of trying to find ways to put him down, man. But I guess sometimes things get too personal, man, and sometimes grown men can't push it to the side. Anyways, this is Convict's Reaction. This is my view, my perspective. I'm gone.